Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooklyn and today's video is another book tag. It is the Cozy Christmas book tag and I'm really excited for this one. I haven't seen it before and I've just seen it on Tara's channel, so I'll link her down below, but the original creator is Call Me After Coffee, so I'll also link them down below as well because I thought these questions were just so cute and I needed to partake in them, and yeah, it was a little bit of fun. So the first one is Twinkling Lights. What is the most beautiful book that you own? And whenever I get asked this question, I can't go without saying Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. Just this edition, what's inside is also quite beautiful, but this one has black sprayed edges and it's just beautiful. I've got like, it's signed as well because I met her. Let me show you. So it's signed, a little message, and then it has chapter inserts. Let's see if I can find one like this. It's so beautiful. Like these are just like absolutely stunning. And yeah, I can't get enough of them. Like honestly, I just flick through this sometimes and go like, holy moly, I own this. And this was Fable Crate that did this edition, and yeah, I just absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. The artwork on the inserts, like look at this. Like, are you kidding me? The attention to detail is incredible. So this is definitely my most beautiful book that I own. The second one is The Perfect Tree. Will you pay more to get the prettiest edition of the book? And this one I kind of am torn about because although I do love special editions like this one, I don't want to go broke anymore from buying books, you know? So I tend to just buy like the mass paperback, you know, editions. And I am kind of more in my paperback era, so that tends to be easier for me to buy those editions. But if I have a choice of cover and they're like similar in price and there's obviously a pretty one, obviously I'm going to choose that. Sometimes I would like to splurge on very special editions if I go to like a bookstore and they have an option of that, but I don't tend to buy them online, and I would love to be able to do like book boxes and get all those special editions, but yeah, it's just not something that I can afford at this moment in time, so it's not something that I do. But I mean, there's some really beautiful editions out there and I do have some on my absolute like biggest wish list, but not right now. Number 3 is Build a Snowman, and this is to create a Christmas stack. So I'm gonna go through the books I've done with you. It is the thumbnail to the video, so you've already gotten a little sneak peek because this is such a cute stack. I did red and green because classic Christmas. So look at this stack. First of all, these ones that are in the same series and kind of on theme of Wicked recently being released. It's Dorothy Must Die and The Wicked Will Rise. And these are by Danielle Page. I read these so long ago. They were very popular on BookTube quite some time ago. So yeah, but these, like the spines to these have always made me very, very happy. So immediately when I saw these two together on my shelf, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make it traditional book stack here. So yeah, very happy about these. We have Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and I know a lot of you know about this one. It's one of my favorite books like ever. It just really got me into reading. I read it at a time where I had just come out of that stage of fan fiction, and this character here writes like Harry Potter fan fiction, or the Harry Potter type of this world. And yeah, I loved this book so much. I love the cover and everything about it, so I will forever rave about this book, and I really need to reread it actually. So yeah, and it's like a lighter green, so a little bit different. It's more of like a, I don't know, like an aqua kind of color, but I wanted to include it. Then we have Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. Again, another classic, BookTube obsessed me picking this up. Loved this, loved the movie as well, like love Simon, he's great. But yeah, Rainbow Rowell's actually written on the front, which is quite funny. But yeah, just another fun one and such a cute red cover as well. So, Rainbow Rowell themed books, because next we have Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. I raved about this book so many times on my channel, and you know that I love this one so much, and the green of this is just perfect, especially because it is a golf romance. Like, it just goes so well, and it's one of my favorite covers ever. Speaking of my favourite cover ever, the last book on the stack is Magnolia Parks by Jess Hastings, and this is my favourite cover like ever. It's so bloody random, and it sets you up for a book that you wouldn't expect. Like, really, I don't know, like it does involve all of these things, but at the same time this is just random as, but I love it, and the spine is red, so it's just the perfect, this is like Christmas red to me. Maybe a little bit dark, but like I love this red. Like it's lighter than my nails, but still it's beautiful in order now, but they still are going red and green. So this is my Christmas stack. How cute is it? I love it. I kind of just want to leave it up for a decoration, but I mean, it's almost the end of the month. It's almost Christmas, so I don't know if that's worth it. But anyway, number 4 is Crackling Fire. It makes you feel warm and cozy. And this one, I have to pick a book I read this month that is Christmas themed, and it is The Nightmare Before Christmas. This one kind of, it definitely has the Christmas coziness vibes, but it also has the Halloween vibes, which also in the Southern Hemisphere, both of these holidays are not cold and cozy holidays for us, but this did take me into a world where they are definitely in the Northern Hemisphere, or like some kind of version of that. So yeah, I loved it. I loved seeing like the ice skating, the sled races, hot chocolate obsession, the little traditions that they do, and like making cookies and all of that stuff, and it just made me feel so warm and cozy. And yeah, I really did enjoy this book, and it's definitely a really great Christmas cozy read if you are looking for something like that just before Christmas. Next is Knee High Socks, and it is the longest book you've ever read, and it definitely is it by Stephen King. Yes, everyone knows that this is a massive ass book. This edition is 1,375 pages, and I did read this, and yeah, spine is cracked. It may be the ugliest book on my shelf. So we keep it like on the bottom of my TBR cart, even though I've already read it, because yeah, it's thick, it takes up a lot of room, and it's not the prettiest spine or cover, but you know, it's an achievement, an accomplishment, and yeah, I'm proud of reading this, you know. Ugly Sweaters, the ugliest book you own. This one's interesting, and I immediately was drawn to one book specifically, and I feel bad, but I also don't. It's Breaking Dawn. I hate this book. Like, I don't hate the book, you know, like I loved Twilight at the time, whatever. This edition, first of all, I have paperbacks of all the other books. Like, I have paperbacks. This is horrible. They're yellowing. That's how old they are. But, like, first of all, this, not cool. And it's hardcover, also not cool. It's yellowing. I hate that. And the font in it is so massive that it's like, why did you make such a thick book when you could have just made the font smaller and made a less chunky, obnoxious book? And like, the chess pieces, seriously, I can't now. Maybe I would have, like, yeah, I don't know why I have them all in paperback except for this one. I do remember having a paperback edition of this book, but then I cracked the spine really badly and it wouldn't sit up right in my shelf, so then somehow this came into my being, and yeah, there's no getting rid of it. No one wants this. I have Blizzards, a book set in winter, or a book or dark themes. I went with a book set in winter, and that like makes me feel cold. It's not really scary or anything, but it is like a werewolf themed book, and it is Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. This whole trilogy, we've got Linger and Forever, the other 2 books in this trilogy, and this was one of the first werewolf themed books that I read back in the day. And yeah, it's just like always snowing. I think they live like, I don't know, they must live in a part of the world that is just always freezing. I don't know, but yeah, it was just always cold. It was giving like Jacob Black vibes, and yeah, speaking of Twilight, is like always winter, always cold, maybe like Forks, always raining, chilly, cold. yeah, always a blizzard, so that's the book I chose for that one. And last but not least, it's home for the holidays, and this is a book that makes you feel like you're home, a book you love to reread whenever you come back to it, just makes you feel, you know. And for this one I chose Shadowhunters. Like any Shadowhunter book or series, like no matter new or old, if I go back to it or start a new series, they're always interconnected, and they always have characters that I have met before in them, and you know, it's just like going home to your family, and you know these people, you know of their families before them or after them or something or other. So yeah, I choose all of these books up here because all of those characters just feel like coming home to me. So yeah, I love that. That's what I pick for home for the holidays. But that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your answers to these questions down below, or make a video, consider yourself tagged. Yeah, be prepared for one more Bookmas video from me. It's going to be like probably just a montage of my Christmas Day extravaganzas, you know, like all the days leading up to Christmas, after Christmas, just like what we get up to. And yeah, I'm really excited to film it, and I'm excited to just have Christmas and get it like on tape as well. Like I think it'll just be really fun. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I will see you soon. Bye.